Alright, hello everybody, it's Underworld Blaze, and in today's video I'm just going to be working on one of my final projects for one of my classes. As some of you guys may know, I am a games major at university right now, so our final project is to just make a level for a game. So what I have so far is like this intro page. It says welcome to Toy Racing, and then this background we're probably going to change, and then start button, and then the garage you can change your car type, and then you have like colors for your car, which is pretty cool. And then you have different rims. I made like a heart rim, the heart ones, which I think is kind of cool. And then I made like a wide body kit. So you can do that, and it works for the truck too. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, something I did yesterday was I added these little flags over here. So I thought those were pretty cool. A nice touch. Actually animating that, making it like a shader. I watched a YouTube video like how to do that, so that was pretty cool. I wanted to do VFX as like my main job later down the line, like when I graduate. So I'll probably be doing like tech art and VFX would probably be shader stuff like that. And then right now we have those are like checkpoints over here. Over that way, like the orange things are like the checkpoints. And then right now you can drift, which is pretty cool. If you get above 100 drift, you get this big boost and if you get less than 100 drift, you'll just get a small little boost. So I've done all those VFX and things, so that's pretty cool. And like even the animation for like the little points and stuff changing color is something. And then the skid marks too or something else. And then the coin, one of my teammates is working on that, so that's not quite done yet. And then this, once you go through, yeah. And then also if you play again, it'll keep the score or like your lap time from the previous lap, and it'll update it on here. So like it shows like 2 seconds was this current time, and then this is like previous times, and then it sorts them properly. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much where the project's at so far. Yeah, so today I'm just gonna finish that flag blueprint. Alright, so this is currently what the material editor looks like for that flag in this scene here. For some reason, I'm not exactly sure why. I'm gonna ask my professor when I get back in class on Monday. But I'm not sure why this like renders differently than how it actually behaves in the level space. So I'm not sure about that. But in the actual world, it works. But then in the material like viewer, it doesn't show properly. Like it doesn't show the flag actually moving. So I'm not sure about that. I think it's probably just one of my settings or something like that. But anyways, right now I'm going to go through and just comment everything and get a better understanding of how everything works. Look through it. I'm just following this tutorial by this dude. So yeah, it's been very informative. So check him out if you are interested. Okay, so I just finished up commenting out and organizing all of the nodes for the flag. It makes a lot more sense to me now after like going through and doing this. That's why I do this. Even though it takes more time, and it's also nice for like my teammates who are working on the project as well. I finished doing that, and then I was just reading through some of the documentation on Unreal, because in the video he added links to like the documentation he liked. It shows you how to make a material that always faces the camera direction. So I made that myself, and honestly it's pretty cool, but it's kind of like creepy. It's kind of like one of those like cameras that like always faces, you know. I could see this being cool for like horror games and stuff. I don't know if I'll ever use it for this project because I don't think we'll need to. Like I don't see a purpose in having it, and it kind of looks weird when like here if the car like the camera position is still forward, but the car's right next to it, so you can kind of see it in the peripheral. It's cool though. It's cool that I made it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna read the rest of the documentation and then find out what I want to do from there. So now I added some flags on the back of the car, just because I figured that'd be cool, I guess. I don't currently have the feature in the garage yet. That's something I'll be implementing later, but I'll put it under mods of like flags, like show flags, don't show flags. But as right now, I don't have that yet. But one thing I also did, which is pretty cool in my opinion, is like right now you see how the flag is moving pretty relatively slow. When you start speeding up, it changes the parameter value, so it makes the flags go faster. And then when I think I did like 60 miles per hour, you go even faster. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think so at least. I'm gonna add more like flag textures and things like that, so they'll have like, I don't know what I'll do yet, but yeah. And then it also works for the truck. So let me show you real quick. It fits on here too. It's like right inside the bed, so that's pretty cool. The blueprint code for it I don't know of a different way to do this, like to check if there's like a way to check intervals. I do not know of a way to easily make it like this. So I just did like get speed, and then if it's greater than 10, if it's not, then just set it to the small value and then increase those values per each time. So yeah, I don't know if this definitely probably isn't the best way to do it. There's probably some type of node that like will go through sequentially and like add a value. Maybe like a for loop, and then if you just did +5 at the index, I'm not sure. I don't know, but that's all that I did today. I think I'm gonna head to bed because I work in the morning.